Hello, I'm Bart Michielsen from Belgium. This is my small mock, specially built for this exhibition. It took me just a little bit more than 1 month, I think. I used some other stuff from another mock which is there, so I don't build everything now directly. It's inspired by a house that really exists in the Spanish Pyrenees. Only this one is added, especially for this. And for this, everything is there also in real time. The river is not actually there, but in the neighborhood. So I'm quite happy with it.
I think it turned out great. One thing I noticed you use on some of the parts is very thin, like the 1x2 plates to create that. Is that difficult just stacking so many of those?
Your fingers can get you feel it in your fingers after one day sticking 1x1s or 1x2s and 2x2 plates. But putting them together is no problem. Taking them apart later on is a job much harder.
Do you do that just because you like kind of the brick effect it makes? It looks smaller.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use bigger bricks, but actually I choose to use the plates and the bricks to make a difference between the two different styles. It's the edges. It can be rougher. It's flowy. You can make more texture. Yeah. It's just a choice not to build everything in the same way.
And talk about some of the roof techniques, because you've got several kind of versions of the roofs here and kind of the different techniques you used.
Yeah, I choose not to build one type of roof style. That's if you do build everything in the same way, you don't give the right idea, I think. So I use for every roof another style to make it. It's a choose. My experience, if you take one style for everything, it's a mess. It's just copying, and that's not interesting.
So I guess starting with the kind of the round piece here, kind of take us through each one and kind of how each version works.
This is a very simple one, just 1x1 round bricks. Put them together, some extra plates for the texture and more strong, and it's just loosey on it. It's easy for transport. It's not easy to clean when it's getting dirt, but okay, that's the problem with it. Then just cheesy slopes. 1x1 cheesy slopes in black, dark gray, light gray, and what is this color? Olive green, I think. Well, and then the main slopes 2x3, I think. A whole bunch of black ones, 1x4 to get a little bit texture on it, and it's trained.
Oh, nice. So interiors and everything.
You need to build very strong. You need to put it on, but that's. It's consuming a lot of bricks. Yes, it is. But it's very strong. You can use it and you can take it out. Otherwise, if you don't do that, you get only one piece of it.
I imagine, yeah. And did you fly this build here?
No, it's brought by car.
Okay. So that wasn't quite as hard on the travel, maybe?
I think the roads are not always so good, so sometimes I know it was flipping in the back of my car, But everything is 2 studs wide, so the walls are always a minimum 2 studs wide, so it's strong enough to get it transported. I've got that experience with it.
So that works well. And then the final technique here?
The final technique, the last one is also removable. Yeah, everything is removable. It's just fully built, fully bricked. Just 1x2s, cornerstones are up. You mix the texture, you mix some colors, and you just start building. I start with the points and then I go down. And don't start here, but I start on the top always. That's how I do it. Yeah,
nice. And I love, like you said, switching up the roof techniques makes the build more interesting.
More interesting, more details, more. If you copy, it's not like people don't like copying. People like to see other things. And in real time, yes, it's a building of ages. So every roof is built a decade ago. So there's always a change in it. So that's normal that it's not always the same, in my opinion.
Definitely. And one thing besides the great castle building there, you've also got some really cool landscaping. So can you talk about the trees and some of the other landscaping and how that was done?
It's one large Technic pin, like you can see. 2x2 round bricks and a bunch of green leaves. I think 8 per level, and I think 20 levels, so you can count how much they're in it.
So it's just the one large Technic pin running through the whole middle?
Yeah, it's for the stability. Otherwise, if you can do it without, but then you take it and it's fall down, and if you build 3 of them, you're I think 1 hour busy with it, and that's not the most easy. It's a very easy job, but it's not a job you want to do every time. So I did it once for the first exhibition. I cleaned them every time, and now I'm reusing them because I hated to build them. Yeah, I really don't like them to build it.
Very neat. And then you got a little bit of kind of rock work on the sides, as well as building up some of the grass and things out front here. Do you enjoy kind of the landscaping type work, or is that difficult to build up kind of the rock work and stuff?
I like building buildings, but building a natural landscape is much more interesting for me. I like it very much to do it. So yeah, I've got a lot of experience with that. With my other mock is also having a lot of rock building. It's just coming out of my hands. It's easier than a castle building, a house building.
Mm-hmm. One thing I really like is that sheep crossing the bridge there. So kind of talk about some of the pieces you used in that.
I will take it apart. 1x2 brick with nuts on the 2 sides, a curved one, and then another curved here, some tiles, and that's it. Okay. It's simply as it is. It's not so stable because it's rather. You can take it very easy apart, but it's gives a nice idea. There are a lot of plenty shapes on the internet to find, but I don't like them, all of them. It's sometimes too blocky, too big, because sheep is not so big as a cow. No, it should be smaller than a minifig. So.
So you mentioned that you drove the whole build here. Does it break down into sections, or how does that work?
Actually, it's one big section of 2x2 base plates. But that's a house. It's built on 2x2 base plates. Then the landscape is taken apart fully 1 by 1. Very small pieces, 1 8x6 piece every time, and that's just put in a box and with tape to get it secured, and that's transported that way. That's that side.
Yeah, very nice. I noticed some really cool minifigs all around. Are there just kind of different medieval minifigs you mix and match, or anything custom in there?
If I buy a minifig, I just rip them, use the parts, and then reassemble them like I need them. Because I don't use minifigs from a set. I just take them, rip them apart, use the parts that I need, legs, arms, heads. So that's every time I choose which minifig I want to use, and if necessary, I reassemble them, especially for this for the mock that I'm building.
Oh, there you go, even more floors. Really nice. You got kind of the dining hall there and the kitchen.
Yeah. I just like it to build interiors also. That gives an extra dimension. I like it when people is looking through the window inside what's in it, and then afterwards you can remove the tape. And I say, oh, fuck, okay, you can do it that way also. Yeah, you can do it also that way.
Yeah, very.
The tower is removable.
Okay,
remove the tower,
sure.
So.
There you go, floor by floor.
Yeah, floor by floor. I'm using the very old tiles without the small corner inside below.
Oh.
The newest have that you see it, and now with the new one you don't see it. So nobody knows actually that you can remove them. The last one.
There you go. You got the weapons in there and stuff.
Yeah, somewhere. If there's somebody coming with bad ideas, they can defend themselves.
Yeah, that's really neat. You got the whole interior for playability or whatever, just cool decorations and stuff in there.
I like interior building. I like that very much because you can put the extra details that you not see everywhere. So that's what I like to show to people.
Very nice. Well, thanks for kind of taking it apart and showing us everything. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No, thanks. Done with pleasure.